It starts with a smile. A pat on the back. Someone who feels too friendly, too fast. You let your guard down, just for a second. But in that second, he's already taken it, your phone, your passcodes, your peace of mind. For him, it's not a crime, it's a job. For you, it's the start of a nightmare. Between 2 a.m. and 7 a.m., when Birmingham streets glow blue and gold, another world wakes up, one built on charm, trust, and deception. The music fades, the drinks run dry, and crowds stumble into the night. Laughter fills the air, taxis honk, and somewhere in the noise, a new target is chosen. They don't chase. They don't snatch. They wait. A handshake here, a friendly joke there, every move rehearsed. These aren't your average thieves. They study people. They read faces, reactions, body language. They know exactly when kindness turns into carelessness. On Broad Street, one of the busiest nightlife strips in Britain, hundreds of phones disappear every weekend. Some victims never realize until morning: a dead battery, a missing wallet, a bank alert that hits like a punch in the chest. Police call them the befrienders. Locals call them ghosts, because by the time you know what's happened, they're gone. Hidden among crowds, they move like regular partygoers, hugging, laughing, offering help to the drunk, the lost, the lonely. Every smile is a test. Every touch, a setup. And when trust is earned, the theft feels invisible. A pat on the back, a hug goodbye, and your whole life vanishes with a swipe. This is Birmingham after dark, where friendship can cost you everything. And the people who seem the kindest might just be the ones watching you closest. Jay wasn't a gangster. He didn't need a weapon, just confidence, and timing. At 27, he'd spent half his life behind bars, not prison bars, but the bar counter of a club in Broad Street. He knew the nightlife, the chaos, the smell of money and regret. He watched drunk strangers become best friends in minutes, and he learned just how easy trust can be sold. When the bills piled up and the job offers stopped coming, Jay found a new kind of work: quiet, simple, profitable. He called it the charm game. It started small: a free shot here, a smile there, pretending to help someone order a taxi. He'd laugh, lean in for a selfie, throw an arm over their shoulder, and in that second, their phone was gone. No struggle. No panic. Just another night out. On CCTV, it looks like a friend saying goodbye. But zoom in, frame by frame, and you see the move. The quick hand. The pocket slip. The ghosting act. Police say Jay could clear 3 phones a night, more on weekends. To him, each one was a bill paid, a debt cleared. To his victims, it was everything: photos, memories, their lives online. One woman told detectives, "It wasn't just my phone. He saw pictures of my mom, my kids, then used my banking app to drain me." Jay wasn't cruel, not in his mind. He told friends, "They'll get another phone. I'm just borrowing time." But time has a way of running out. Because one night, one of his victims didn't just give up. She tracked her phone the next morning, watched the dot move across the city, from her flat to a quiet industrial estate on the edge of Digbeth. And when police followed that signal, what they found shocked even them. By now, Birmingham's nightlife had become a hunting ground, and Jay was the ghost everyone wanted to catch. Police had dozens of statements, hours of CCTV, but no solid lead. He blended in too well, laughing, drinking, dancing, just another face in the crowd. So they changed tactics. For 6 weekends, officers went undercover: no uniforms, no radios, just fake names and club wristbands. They danced, they drank, they waited. Every time Jay appeared, it was the same routine: charm, contact, and a clean getaway. CCTV timestamps told the story better than words. 1:14 a.m., Jay buying shots for strangers. 136, group selfie, everyone smiling. 138, one phone missing. But behind the laughter was a system far bigger than one man. Stolen phones weren't just vanishing, they were traveling. Within 3 hours of a theft, devices were logged, reset, and posted for sale on encrypted Telegram channels, cash-only meetups in car parks and takeaway back rooms. Police traced serial numbers across the country: London, Manchester, Bristol. Same method. Same names. Same speed. A single animation in the police briefing room told the story best. Phone stolen in Birmingham, wiped clean, resold in London, shipped to Romania, Dubai. In less than 48 hours, someone's memories, passwords, and photos were halfway across the world. And Jay wasn't working alone. He was part of a chain: runners, cleaners, exporters, each one earning just enough to stay silent. But after months of watching, the trap was ready. Early one Saturday morning, officers closed in. Jay walked out of a club, phone in hand, smiling, unaware he was surrounded. The signal was given. But before they could reach him, he was gone. His number, disconnected. His flat, empty. His online accounts, wiped clean. Someone had warned him. And whoever it was, wasn't on any police radar. 2 weeks after Jay vanished, detectives got a message from an anonymous source: someone still selling. Same phones. Same pattern. The lead took them to a quiet cafe near 5 Ways. Midday. Normal customers. But at one table, 2 undercover officers waited, posing as buyers, pretending to want bulk iPhones, no locks, no questions. They thought they were meeting a street dealer. They didn't know they were meeting the puppet master. The man who walked in wasn't a stranger. He was Jay's older cousin, calm, dressed sharp, sipping his coffee like he owned the place. He didn't talk much. Just slid a phone across the table: proof of product, proof of power. For his victims, getting their phones back didn't fix what was lost. The photos. The voice notes. The feeling that someone they met for seconds could turn their kindness into currency. Some victims deleted everything, started new accounts, new passwords, new routines. Others still can't go out without checking their pockets every few minutes. Police ran awareness drives, posted warnings, tried to rebuild trust. But trust is hard to rebuild when it's been stolen in the friendliest way possible. Jay's story ended in court. 18 months for theft, plus time for fraud. A short sentence for something that left a long shadow. Because for every thief caught, another takes his place. The faces change. The names change. The game stays the same. Charm. Trust. Betrayal. Birmingham's nightlife is alive again. Music playing. Glasses clinking. Friends laughing under the streetlights. But for those who've heard this story, it feels different now. Because behind every friendly smile, behind every helping hand, there's a quiet thought: can I really trust them? These crimes don't start with violence, they start with trust. And when trust becomes a weapon, no one's truly safe. It's not just about phones or money. It's about moments, the ones you can't get back once they're taken. The city moves on. The lights come back. But somewhere, another Jay is waiting, learning, watching, planning the next friendly encounter. So maybe the real question isn't how to stop them. It's how to see them before it's too late. Should clubs and bars be doing more to protect people at night? Would you spot a befriender if you met one? Tell us what you think in the comments. If this story opened your eyes, share it. If you believe more people should know what really happens after dark, hit like. And if you want more real stories like this one, subscribe. Because the more we talk about it, the harder it is for them to hide. Real stories. Real crime. Real consequences.